Now look, today we got to talk about a wild story making headlines. Donald Trump is reportedly considering commuting Diddy's prison sentence as early as this week. And yeah, you heard that right. The president might step in and cut Diddy's 50-month prison sentence short. Look, y'all sit back and relax and stay into the end of this episode because we about to break down what's real, what's speculation, and what this move can actually mean. Welcome back to another episode of Eyes Low, Belly Full. As y'all know, this marks episode 177. So let's start with the basics. We all know Diddy was recently convicted on Mann Act charges. That's a law that makes it illegal to transport people across state lines for prostitution or exploitation. Now, he was sentenced to 50 months in prison, but with good behavior and time served, he was already looking at less than 4 years behind bars. And according to reports, Trump is seriously considering commuting that sentence. And the word commutation is important here because it doesn't erase the conviction, but it does reduce or end the sentence early. So if Trump actually signs it, Diddy can walk free soon, but he would still have that felony on his record. Now, this story got a lot of people talking for a few reasons. First, the politics, because Diddy wasn't exactly the Trump supporter in recent years, and he publicly backed Joe Biden in 2020. But before that, he and Trump had a business-friendly relationship from the early 2000s. I'm talking about red carpet events, celebrity circles, the whole 9 yards. And second, the timing. I mean, Trump just commuted the sentence of former Congressman George Santos just a few days ago. So he's clearly not shy about using those presidential clemency powers. And third, of course, the controversy. Diddy's case involves serious accusation. So if Trump steps in, critics are going to call it celebrity favoritism or something like that. While, supporters going to say that it's a sign of compassion or second chances. And let's be honest here, it wouldn't be the first time Trump used his pardon power to grab national attention. Remember when he pardoned Lil Wayne and Kodak Black before leaving office? Same type of energy here.
So Diddy may be pardoned this week. This news comes from a high-ranking White House official. It's an alleged report. I reached out and didn't get any response, true or not true, on this. So I don't know, where that leaves us. But according to a high-ranking White House official, they told TMZ that Trump is considering commuting Diddy's sentence as early as this week. Now, according to this source, Trump is going back and forth on this. And there are some White House staff that are saying, don't do it. Leave it alone. He wasn't supporting you. But the source made it clear Trump is going to do what he wants, so it can happen as early as this week. Now, y'all remember when there was, some of Diddy's attorneys that were doing interviews and saying that they were having conversations with Trump, and then they came back out and said they weren't having the conversations. So this source is saying that even when all that back and forth was happening, there were really conversations going on. And the day after Diddy was sentenced, the conversation started again, and that was the same week that Trump, remember that clip of him went viral when he said that Diddy just asked for a pardon? So, all that is happening. So, Diddy has served, 13 months at this point. He was sentenced to 4 years and 2 months. But if this happens, none of that will matter. So we'll have to wait to see what happens.
And you're going to come home and be, you got to come home and be Trump's hoe now.
Oh, my guy. 100%.
When they do that UFC fight on the White House lawn, you will be the performance. You will be the live entertainment. You will be shaking ass.
Yeah,
for MAGA.
He has to.
But how was this information getting leaked, right? When George Santos just got pardoned, nobody knew until it was done. I feel like they keep talking about it, and it allows people to shoot it down.
And it'll be a way to stop it before it happens.
I mean, to be honest with you, they probably might have been talking about George Santos getting a pardon. I mean, that's not my algorithm.
Yeah, mine either.
Diddy is our algorithm.
And to be honest with you, this is going to be a great PR thing for Trump. So how do things get leaked? They get leaked when people want you to know what might be happening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, at the same time as this news came, like literally right before this news broke, there was a notice filed by Diddy's attorney, Alexandra Shapiro, who is in charge of his appeal. And they basically just put the court on notice that in 4 to 6 weeks, they're going to be appealing the sentence. So either way, they're like, okay, from what we hear from this source, it's like either they're going to do what they're doing with Trump and he's going to come home, or they're going to try and appeal it to bring him home as well. And I did ask my source if Diddy is going to be involved in like figuring out what the angle of the appeal is and all the things, because he was super involved during the trial. And they said, of course he will be. Yeah. Of course, but he's in really great hands because she's one of the best attorneys at this in the game. So
they need to do a reality show based on Trump's pardon process. I just want to know. I just want to know how he comes to the conclusions that this individual needs pardons. I just would love to see it.
It's probably like a board that he spins.
Hilarious.
And just tick, 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 tick.
Now, if Trump actually goes through with it, it sends a message, and not everyone is going to like it. For some, it says that celebrity privilege still runs deep. But for others, it might say that Trump is using clemency to win favor in entertainment circles. Now, legally, though, it's 100% his power. The president could commute or pardon anyone convicted of a federal crime. It's one of the most unchecked powers in U.S. politics. But it also raises questions like how many everyday people are serving time for similar crimes but would never get the same mercy. That's where the real debate begins. Look, at the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Reports say that it could happen as early as this week. But until we see a signed order from the White House, it's all speculation. Now, I want to hear what y'all think about this situation. Will Trump actually pardon Diddy? Or do you believe it's just a whole bunch of internet noise? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. And if this video resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up. And also subscribe and hit that bell notification for more episodes. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.